Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this is my daily or nightly analysis for NQ. Let's go to my TPO chart. Just give it a minute to load in. Let's make a 30-day. Okay. Let me just fix one thing. Opacity 35%. Much better. Okay. Alright, so let's look at the levels that we have. Okay, so you have some LVNs here that we rejected off of. And a really important level that I would be looking at is this untouched POC. It's the POC of this TPO right here. So essentially, the way this works is basically positions are accumulated here before we dumped. So what that means is that the people who accumulated their positions here based on AMT logic, those people are going to defend. So when we get up here, we could get a rejection. Let me just do this real quick. So we can see that this is one balance area right here. Balance area. And then this is another balance area on the 30-day profile. Right, so we're looking at this balance area. What happened was we kind of failed to accept into it, but get a red look. We're kind of like nearby still when we're kind of like at this mini balance area here. This is less significant. So the main thing that I'll be looking at is basically, can we get over this? Because if we can get over this level, then I think that maybe we could accept back into the balance area and then go here. And then from here, if we reject, then we should go down to here at least. And I'm not really sure how far it would dump if it did leave this balance area. But so far, buyers have been able to defend when you get to these lows. So we'll see. And yeah, if we don't reject off of this level, then I think that maybe we could go up a bit and accept into this balance area and we can get some more highs again. Although making all-time highs seems a bit challenging in this market, but it's reasonable that we could get another acceptance of this balance area like we have right here. But yeah, I would be leaning bearish. That's basically what I would be leaning until you can get above here. So you could take longs off of here. You could maybe take longs off of here. Let me fix this. Yeah, so I just adjusted the LVN. So this is like a lower balance area. It's like a weaker level, but it's still somewhat significant. I guess that's basically it in terms of higher time frame analysis. Let me just go over some support and resistance now. Alright. So let's go to the 15-minute time frame. Alright. So we can see there's a clear obvious downtrend. We found some support here. Wicks were clustered here and then rejected off of that area, so I just marked this as a zone. So this would be some major support for me. This is some great resistance right here. So this will be a great level if you're kind of like break and retest as you're going up here. And yeah, I keep these levels and balance areas in my mind, like when I'm trading, but I find that they're not that accurate in terms of trade location. So I prefer to just use basic support and resistance, like I mentioned in my previous video. So I've got that level. I think this was a 5-minute time frame level. This is great support, and then we kind of broke and retested it, so it's kind of a no-brainer. And kind of the same with this one. Rejected here, kind of disrespected it here, but had a break and retest, rejected it here. And then when it comes to 15-minute time frame, I'm okay with taking levels if it just had a strong rejection, even if there was not more than one tap. But for anything under 15-minute time frame, I would say it should have 2 taps or more to be good support or resistance. So I had something marked in the 5-minute time frame as well. I think this is a 5-minute zone, so I'm ready to move this around. I think this is also a 5-minute, so it's doing quite good actually. Yeah, basically whenever the levels aren't quite being respected the way that I want and giving these kinds of reactions, I just delete them. So this level's kind of already like on thin ice, and the main way that I see if these levels are good enough is when you go to the 1-minute time frame. I just want to see if the levels are getting some kind of rejection or reaction or something. So we had one here, nice break retest here, rejection here, not too much here. If I remember correctly, this level was marked on the 1-minute time frame. Yeah, I think it was. So we could maybe move it up here. Sure, it's 25. And yeah, that's basically it. I use 2 time frames. I have 1 minute and 5 minute. The reason for that is because on the 5-minute time frame, I can see trend really clean. Whereas on the 1-minute time frame, you get these fake outs where it's like it starts making higher lows. So you're just like, oh, maybe we flipped to an uptrend or something. But actually, it's still a downtrend. It's just that it made a lower low on the 5-minute and it's going up. So that's why, like, in terms of like market structure, green trend, I like to focus on the 5-minute time frame because it lies a lot less to you in terms of like trend shifts, right? So we get that lower high, and then from there we just continue going down, and then we get the higher low, uptrend. So I'd say that the 5-minute time frame is pretty reliable, especially during New York. You can see how so beautifully here. All this is kind of hindsight, but you get the point. Yeah, that's basically it for this video. And let me know in the comments if there are any ways I could improve this video, or some other things that I could go over. Oh yeah, one last thing. The reason why, oh yeah, for this level, the reason why these levels matter more if they haven't been tapped yet is because I'd say they would no longer matter if we broke through it, because that means that like whoever was supposed to defend this level is no longer there. So if we break and retest it, then this POC is basically mitigated. And that's why people care so much about untapped POCs, because yeah, if they've been mitigating, that means that there's not as much activity there. At least this has less market significance. Like right here, this will also kind of be like a demand zone, wait, a supply zone. I bet. So that's kind of probably part of the reason they're connected, like supply, demand, AMT, accumulation. So yeah, those untapped POCs are great. This one's great as well. Yeah, that's basically it for this video. See you guys tomorrow. I'll record my trading again.